E's and O's. I don't really play no tic-tac-toe. Been with chubs through highs and lows. We seen man last night, they froze. Wasn't no cameras, wasn't no pose. Just like that one time at Cella. Good thing, man, we're pulling out phones. Stay in big 6'6" with woes. Man, start dissing and doing repos. They do anything except rolls. Still can't see them after it snows. I don't have time for the waste man jokes. Personal thing if I'm getting up close. Loyal to...
Hey, everybody. It's Matt here. This is the first of your Virgin Ask for the Pen, and it's going to be a series on what the penitentiary is like while inside. Change some of the stereotypes people might think about what prison is like, and I get asked a question all the time, what's it like in there for you? And it's not a simple answered question. So, let me give you an outline of what you can expect from my perception. First and foremost, most importantly than anything, this is my experience, all right? What that means is there's a lot of things that I'm not involved with. There's a lot of things that I do that other people don't do, for example, YouTube. And so my experience is going to be different than anybody else's, even yours, if you were to ever come down here. So keep that in mind. Another example is I do not gamble. I'm not a thief. I very often stay out of trouble. I stay out of CO's faces. I don't rat. And I'm most certainly not involved with anybody intimately on the yard. So what that means is trouble very rarely ever finds me. It doesn't mean I haven't. That's also not to say I haven't been in any fights. I mean, fighting is part of the penitentiary. It's like kids in the daycare system. They're going to fight. Point being this, nobody's experience is like mine. Nobody's experience would ever be like yours if you ever came down. So, just always remember that. Second off, every penal system is different. So, Kentucky's is different than any other states, but there's a lot of similarities. Most prisons view Kentucky a pro to living in a daycare. Gang-related violence, not that big of an issue. A con, thieving, scumbag-ass shit. It's a big issue. So there's different things that are good. A pro is I'm free to walk around wherever I please and never have an issue. A con is also there are sissies walking around the same way trying to swallow me up in the shower. It's all about your perception, but it's all right. It's all right when you're considering the pros and the cons. The pros definitely outweigh it. And lastly, this series is going to cover an array of topics, anything from gangs to food to clothing to the state penitentiary versus county jail. It's going to cover a bunch of different topics. So if any of you all have any topics you want to be talked about, you're going to have to utilize jpay.com and send me an email, and therefore I'll carry. So just sit back and enjoy this series, and I hope I answer any and all of your all's questions. Please subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment below for my dude Chris, my rock solid, the one that makes all of this possible. Click on the link below, and you can go to Amazon and check out my book, Ruse of Discontent. These videos are not free for me to make, so if any of y'all ever feel obligated, you can go over to jpay.com, email me, and leave me a donation so I can make more videos with JPay stamps.